In this video we are going to see what is considered good capacity in Europe, and for that we will see the SESAR 2020 plan. It is part of the European Union Open Skies policy, which is one of the two large programs. I think the other one is United States Next Generation Aviation, to move forward in the world aeronautical system capacity. The idea is, on one hand, working on en route capacity, with a computer system that allows the what is called 4D trajectories, that is, having all the aircraft identified in 3D along time, and that airlines can exchange and modify real-time data with air traffic controllers and airports. On the other hand, they work with airports. Here you have a plan. It states an annual number of flights in Europe and that the movements per hour value for a best-in-class visual flight airport in one runway is 50. For example, Gatwick has more or less that capacity. This is maximum capacity, not declared capacity. And here you have that the objective for the year 2020 is only a 20% more, which means 60. An airport with two dependent runways or two independent runways, because in Europe, I don't know if today if the same, because this is from 2008, I think that there is already some airport like Frankfurt that is operating with independent runways in those allowed. But until recently, and in fact the majority of airports, they continue to operate as dependent runways, unlike in the US. They are capable of handling 90 movements in VMC. And they intend that independent runways begin working as independent and achieve a 25% increment. They say dependent runways cannot be improved. On the other hand, we have 25 movements in IMC in 2008 and they intend to reach 48 with the improvements that are introduced, and Opetaten in IMC with two parallel runways they intend to go from 45 to 72 independent and a big increase, a 110%, from 45 to 96 in independent runways, those which are separated enough so that we can work with them as if the other did not exist. Independent runways. What happens on a runway depends on what is happening in the other. The controller ensures that there is a separation so that there are no problems. Independent runways are separated enough to be handled separately, but it was not implemented in the majority of airports in Europe when this was published. Here's where I got this document. You have to remember that a well-managed visual flight runway has a declared capacity of 50 in the best airports.